Hey guys, this is Wick. I just want to let you know that I was lazy on this one and didn't do any of the editing tricks that they asked me to do. Gotta admit, I was pretty lazy and went the opposite route and just didn't do any editing at all, with the exception of leveling the voices. So you'll just hear the raw, uncut version of them. I hope they can forgive me. But maybe that's what you guys need. You guys need that raw, unfiltered stuff. And we'll see how it plays out. Hopefully it's an enjoyable episode despite my laziness. And enjoy.
Welcome to Thought Cops, the only podcast where every week we talk about what's outraging the internet. Then we let you be the judge, the jury, and the executioner in the court of public opinion. Coming to you live from Neo Chicago, I am Officer Kevin.
It was so far so good.
Grant, who are you?
I guess I'm Officer Grant. My question for you is, who are you?
Who the hell am I?
That's called identity theft, and it's one of the biggest thought crimes you can do.
That's
right. It really is.
I'm Officer Brett. Sorry. Take it away, boys.
I'm
Take
Officer
away,
Kevin.
Toys.
I'm the real Officer Kevin. That man is a phony. Shoot him.
Do you remember
the fake? I'm the real one.
Do you remember Family Guy? He's a phony. It's like that. You guys remember? You guys remember how funny that is?
Oh my God. Off to a great start. Brett, how the fuck are you?
I'm great, man. I'm thinking about Peter Griffin now. Like, just thinking about all the shenanigans.
This is going to be a great show.
Welcome to Grant's world.
What's your favorite Family Guy episode?
When they go to the Pawtucket page, or not the Pawtucket Ale Factory, and it's a incredible send up of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, they had it coming, though.
Yeah,
I like the one where he beats the hell out of Donald Trump and then kisses a portrait of President Obama.
Wait, really? Did that really happen?
That really happened.
That was a Family Guy goof 'em up?
That happened, yeah.
That was the Family Guy writers' room decided that, was it Peter that kissed Obama?
Yeah. Obama, yeah.
Yikes. Hey, that's going to be a yikes for me, dog.
And then Chris became a esports athlete, and Lisa or Meg started a podcast with Mark Maron.
Holy shit. That was all the same episode.
Yeah. All the same episode.
God damn. I got to tune in. What have I been doing? Watching?
Check it out. 9/8 Central on Fox. Sunday nights, Family Guy.
Use coupon code ThoughtCops at the checkout, and we get a kickback for that.
Yeah.
Let's thank last week's guest and do a show.
Yeah, let's do a show.
You guys want to do a show? Big thanks to Alex Schultz of Be Nice to Me Productions.
Alex,
thank you.
Check out his channel, subscribe to it, great videos. And speaking of great content, this week's guest, you heard him do the intro, Brett Mercer of Big Time Garbage.
Hello, folks. How is everyone doing? Oh, please.
I like your NPR approach to the intro. I feel like it's usually screamed out, but that was
yeah. Who's
nice.
Doing that
calm.
shit?
It was calm. It was relaxed.
You know, my girlfriend's been listening to a lot of like Radio Lab. Yeah. And I've been really...
I thought you were going to say Thought Cops, and I was really excited, but now I'm just not paying attention.
She's the biggest thought cop head in the world. Yes. And she's like, I love the show, but what's with all that screaming in the beginning?
Yeah. I don't know either.
On my morning commute, the last thing I need is an officer of the thought law screaming at me.
I just get so excited.
Yeah, but I've also been inspired by the sound effects, which, you guys have pretty good sound effects on my podcast, Big Time Garbage. It all comes out of my mouth, so I've been trying to test it out on other podcasts.
Yeah.
Check.
Mic check. So, Brett, you've been hitting the Big Time Garbage now, and you got a
You've
Patreon.
Been hitting the garbage big time.
Yeah. Oh, big time. All right. Yeah, we got a Patreon. We are very bad with giving people a reason to subscribe, but there's a lot of uncut, uncensored, raw, unfiltered comedy behind the paywall. It's kind of I compare it to a Family Guy-esque approach.
Right. It's sort of like you guys do a lot of non sequiturs and a lot of
sure cutaways.
Send up with the Republican Party.
And if we get $100 a month, I'm going to make out with a portrait of President Obama.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. You heard it here. Check it out. Patreon.
Now heard it there.
Patreon.com/
Big Time Garbage.
Big Time Garbage.
Honestly,
check out the show. Give Brett some money. Brett, you're a funny man. You deserve it.
Yeah. Hey, come on. Cough it up.
Cough up the fucking change.
Yeah, cough up the fucking dough.
I've seen some of our listeners out and about giving homeless people change, and I'm saying, how about a guy with a podcast?
Exactly.
Yeah, we're almost homeless. I am.
Yeah, every time I see somebody, giving money to a homeless person, I go up to the homeless person, I go, let me see what you've done.
Yeah, where's your content?
Yeah, let's see your Instagram. How curated is it? Let's see your reach on social media. What's your engagement?
Right.
Fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And then he's out in the fucking streets blaming the algorithm.
Come on.
Why doesn't he start a Patreon?
Right.
Hey, honestly, the way things are going these days, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a guy holding up a sign that says, just need a couple likes,
Patreon.com/Steve from the streets.
Yeah. Look, I'll be doing some Patreon exclusive readings from the Bible at full volume.
Beautiful. I should do that. I should read the whole Bible in the Thought Cops intro voice.
On the first day.
Well, hey, if people will pay for it, I'll do it. So,
have you ever? Are you guys trying to? Or do you guys have the same goal with your podcast as we do, which is to get on Cameo?
I mean, the Bagel Boss is on Cameo now, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Well,
the Bagel Boss is cashing in, and all of us content creators are like, damn.
I fucked up by not being 4'7" and getting tackled in a shop for being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, and I think that was really your
I really
fault.
Screwed up my life. Yeah, it is my fault.
Yeah, for sure.
I will fight that guy. I will fight him.
I love that guy has shirts now. He's got a Cameo. I'm sure he's going to have a Patreon really soon. But really what it is, I mean, he did the world's shortest podcast career. It was a 1-minute podcast that made him take off into celebritydom.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Is that right?
Yeah.
What's it called?
No. He his original rant. I mean, hey.
Oh, okay. He should. Yeah, that should be on the RSS feeds for sure.
Yeah. That was just him popping off, not unlike what we do in this medium,
I know Netrunner in the Discord chats brings up a good point. He says, Bagel Boss is gamer girl bathwater for manlets.
Wow. Yeah. Wow, that's true. It's kind of like a reflection of what everyone wants to do. And what everyone wants to yeah, that's absolutely true. Gamer girl bathwater was simply just oh, look how easy it is to profit off of thirst, basically.
Speaking of thirst, how people say in New York City the bagels are better because of the water?
Yeah.
Well, guess what kind of water they're using?
Oh, let me guess. Regular old water?
No, Brett, you'd be mistaken, my friend.
Oh, yeah, what?
I'm talking about gamer girl bath water that's passed through a gamer girl's thighs.
God damn. Hey, look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can make fun of the gamer girl bathwater all you want, but it is mostly going to Flint, Michigan. Let's not forget that,
Right. She's doing a great service out there.
Yeah, thank God.
And again, speaking of thirsty, can I still use that?
You can let's segue to every segment.
Okay. Speaking of thirsty, Brett, last time you were on the show, I gave you a beverage of Neo Chicago. That's right. Folks, I'm holding a bottle of Jepson's Malört, the great elixir of thought cops.
Because it's the weekend, and what better way to enjoy your evening than with a beverage that loves your hometown as much as you do?
The Discord chat here is saying it's Neo Malört.
Neo?
With an umlaut over the Neo and the Malört. Oh.
Huh.
Pretty cool. So, well, let's... you want some, Brett?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Was that a real ad read?
A guy who was on our show, Jake, wrote... his girlfriend wrote that for us.
Is that right?
Yeah. We talked about that at a party that he was at, and his girlfriend was at.
He wrote that for you guys to say on your show?
His girlfriend writes his content for him, basically.
Oh, that's awesome.
Kind of like Asterios.
Is that true? Is it?
Speaking of Asterios, let's talk about that live show coming up.
Speaking of thirst,
if you haven't gotten a ticket for the live show in Neo Chicago on August 22nd at the Crowd Theater, you better fucking do it.
It is his hottest selling show that they've been selling tickets for so far, and it's on a Thursday, which I think that's a real big attribute to our capacity to draw an audience, I think.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And hey, you know what? Thursdays are technically the weekend.
And Thirsty Thursdays, my friends.
Yeah.
Cheers.
And Thursdays are for the boys.
And a perfect opportunity to enjoy a glass of Malört.
That's right.
I'll drink to that.
So good.
Ooh. That's... Wait, how do I say this? Catchphrase coming up. A beverage so good, you'll say, "Oh, Malört." Cut that.
When are we going to get that fucking sponsorship?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They don't seem interested.
Whatever.
Makes me sad.
So yeah, like I said, get those tickets now because, I hope this isn't the case, but by the time this episode comes out, maybe they're already sold out.
I was hanging out by the box office earlier today as I was walking around Chicago, seeing the sights. And
you're visiting from Neo Detroit. You're doing some stand up here in Neo Chicago.
Damn right.
And tell me what the hell happened.
So I was as us comics do, walking from open mic to open mic, grinding it out essentially.
Riding one of the famous Chicago scooters to the open mic.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Downloading the app.
Taking a train to a scooter and then the scooter to a bus, mobility shit. I love that. But as I was walking past the box office, I heard a lot of rumblings like, I can't find, where's the rest of the Thought Cops tickets? And then somebody was mumbling under their breath, like, I feel like they were all sold. I mean, we had this stack of money here. I mean, what do we have any more tickets? I don't know. That was out of my field of hearing,
Oh my God.
By that point, so I would get tickets like real soon.
Yeah.
God, I hope it's not too late.
This is the utmost importance, you guys.
Can you guys probably get... What you guys should do is you guys should like pretend to not be able to get tickets for your own show because it's sold out so much.
That's a good marketing.
Wait. I hope we don't have to get tickets for that since it's not technically our show. And we're on the bill, but we're not like on the bill. You know what I mean?
Oh, you guys have to buy tickets.
That would be funny if we...
but sir, my podcast equipment is in there. And he goes, a lot of people's podcast equipment is in there.
It's a podcast fucking graveyard.
Where's that happening?
The Crowd Theater here in Neo Chicago on August 22nd. Be there or be square.
The Crowd Theater?
Yeah.
That's because you were going to do it, from what I understand, what you told me earlier, it was supposed to be in the baseball stadium.
Yeah, we were going to do Wrigley Field.
Yeah, Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field and what's the other one?
Guaranteed Rate Field.
Guaranteed Rate Field. Where your rates are guaranteed.
Yeah. Is that an official ad read also?
Go to Guaranteed Rate Field and use promo code ThoughtCops to save $0 on White Sox tickets.
They named a stadium Guaranteed Rates?
It was called Comiskey Park.
A long time ago. Then it was U.S. Cellular Field. Next, it's going to be Check into Cash Field.
It's going to be China Gold Field.
It's going to be like it's going to be Amazon Park South. And then the other one is going to be Amazon Park North.
I just hope it becomes seedier and seedier. Just like where do you get money orders from? What's that?
Western Union.
Western Union Field.
It's patreon.com/asteriosfield.
Yeah.
Hey, if the show is going to go as well as I expect it to go, it's going to be renamed to that.
Thought Cops Field, baby. The White Sox are now the Thought Cops.
What an honor.
Speaking of things being an honor, I got a beef before potatoes because I was massively dishonored the other day.
Oh,
that's fucked up.
This is the first time I've done one of these segments in a while. I wait for something to get really under my skin. This is a special, before we get to the potatoes, we got to get to the beef. So I'm at home and I'm flipping through the Netflix and I have no life and I just, like what's on here. And so I start watching Black Mirror again. And there's this nice episode where these two guys, these two bros, these two friends are playing video games with each other. And I'm like, cool. I'm a gamer. Yeah. I can get into this. This is like me and my friends.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that so far. Keep going. Keep going.
There really isn't.
And it's, it's Gamer Pride Month and all that.
Yeah.
And it's like what a great way to spend Gamer Pride Month, just watching this nice episode of two friends that are gaming together. Mm-hmm. And, time goes by and they start gaming apart from each other, but they're still playing online. And then their characters start fucking, meaning that they're calling gamers gay.
What?
Their characters start fucking.
Oh.
That's the episode of Black Mirror that I'm watching. They reel you in. They're like, hey, you're a gamer. Yeah, well, you see, you're gay. They called me gay to my face.
So I didn't hear most of that. I was canceling my Netflix subscription as soon as you told me that they were trying to depict gamers, which is a thing that you can't really depict.
Yeah, it's appropriative.
It would have been nice to be consulted.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'm not gay.
Do you play online?
Sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
it's natural.
It's normal. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. I can't of all the months,
Yeah.
You know what I hate? We've all heard of this term, like for example, rainbow capitalism, which is these brands profiting off of the embracing of LGBTQ culture. Right. LGBTQ, obviously, there's a plus there. That's QIAAG, G standing for gamers.
No, we're the first G.
Yeah.
the G all the way down. That's
lesbian, bisexual, gamer.
And then at the very end is like, and gay.
Yeah, it's not. It can be intersectional, but it's not necessarily.
It's just, that's for Netflix to look at a culture, a way of life, and think we can market to these people accurately and have the proper representation that we need to get our legislation passed. It just comes off as phony to me.
What's Netflix's legislation? More movies?
They got their hands in the pockets of a lot of politicians, or however the saying goes, maybe vice versa.
They got their hands in each other's pockets. It's a sustainable loop of monetary circulation.
Yeah, and what I hate is that, like, look, the Netflix lobby has expanded shows to be longer than 22 minutes, and that's just to keep you there, to keep on buying Grubhub.
For an extra 8 minutes, you've bought an extra meal of Grubhub.
It's fucked. It's fucked up.
Grub husband.
Speaking of husbands.
The grubbed husband.
Speaking of thirsty, let's move on to 2 Minutes of Hate. Everyone's favorite segment where we blanket punish things we see that are egregious crimes on the internet.
I got one.
Go ahead.
May I please begin?
I said go ahead.
Thank you.
Get it off your chest. Let them have it.
This one comes from a dear friend and a roommate named Danny Boy.
Danny Boy.
The pipes.
The bells.
They're calling for him.
The pipes and the bells.
So, all these articles
Ireland.
that keep coming out every month, it seems like, that say, this is real Chicago-style pizza.
Oh, do go on.
Now, Brett, you're here in a foreign land. I know
a stranger in a strange land, one might say.
Just drinking it all in, trying to fit in, not to look like a tourist.
So when you hear
Good.
Chicago pizza, I know Detroit, you got your own pizza, that pan pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I'm personally a big fan.
Oof. Personally, I'd have to agree with you.
But when you hear Chicago pizza, what do you think?
I'm thinking, that pie crust.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking the whole, just a thick layer of sauce.
Oh, Marone!
I'm thinking. I see fire in the background, like it's an Arby's commercial, but it's with pizza, not Arby's sandwiches.
It sounds like you're describing a lasagna.
Now, I will say this. I personally, I get what you're saying. I'm not.
Sounds like a casserole.
I understand. I'm not a fan of Chicago style pizza, personally. Okay, right? Now, do I respect Chicago style pizza? Yes, of course. It just sucks.
Okay.
But what's the?
But here's the thing: is you're wrong because that's not the real Chicago style pizza.
What?
Yeah.
So
let me take that again.
What?
Zwick, keep all of this in because all of it is gold.
Zwick, make this episode 10 times louder than usual.
Hey, loop this 500 times. What?
That's right. Chicago style pizza, according to an article published once a month, the real Chicago style pizza is tavern style. That's right. It's a big old circle cut into little tiny squares, and it's thin crust.
Oh, I saw that I saw that bullshit.
Yeah, you see, but like that's like
what real Chicagoans eat.
It's not what they eat. It's like they make Chinese food in America. They eat it there. It might as well just be called American food. What a leap!
so once a month there's a publication online that's taking the brave stance to say that actually Chicago style pizza isn't a big old saucy pie. It's big old tavern style. Tavern style. What the fuck is a tavern?
It's a cracker-based crust that has it's a thinner and it's cut into squares.
Yeah, we know what a thin crust pizza is. What's the name of this organization?
Organization?
The AV Club.
The AV. Yeah, the awful
Villains. The awful Villains Club.
Yeah, the club of people who have opinions that can honestly, for me, personally,
Yeah.
in my view,
Go off.
take a hike.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, Zwick, cut that.
Yeah.
Zwick, make this episode 20 times quieter.
The AV Club is another Chicago institution, second only to Thought Cops, and I do not want to make any enemies right now.
You're right. Can we please cut this? I'm very aware of like how my comedy or my my point of view may be taking a little punch down. And I feel like the AV Club could really use, they don't need another organization saying like, get the fuck out of here about your Chicago style pizza nonsense.
But, Brett, I do want to make a note here that you were in character when you said that.
Yeah, so it's everything you say in character is forgivable.
You could say anything you want. But all that hateful stuff you just heard Brett say was just him doing a character. It wasn't really him.
It's called the guy who really wants to write for the AV Club to steer it in the right direction.
Real quick, IONet Runner in the chat said Zwick is never going to know what to actually cut from this episode.
Cut that.
Zwick,
Yeah, I mean, I grew up eating the Chicago thin crust style pizza.
quick shout out to Rosati's, baby.
I grew
Chicago
up in,
suburbs.
I grew up in Warrenville, Illinois. If you've ever heard of it, take a tour to the Mecca. That's so disgusting to say. But there was this place, I think it was just like Al's Pizza, and it was just this overweight guy that ran his own pizza place. But it was good. It was fine. That was the only pizza place in town, I think.
And who knows pizza better than fat fucks?
Nobody. They're the connoisseurs.
Who knows pizza better than a big, obese, disgusting,
slimy,
slob.
greasy piece of shit with type 2 diabetes?
Big Al.
Hey, let me paint a picture for you. You're eating a slice of pizza that's being served by some skinny fuck. What are you tasting? In this thought experiment, take it a little bit further. What are you tasting?
Brett,
What's up? What's up, Kev?
can I be real for a second?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening. You're valid.
I'm taking a bite of that and I'm thinking, what is this? Avocado toast?
Oh, damn. Oh, can I? All right. If you guys have anything to finish up, I have, along the lines of avocado toast, I have something to show you. It's not going to be great for the people actually listening, but I want you to
great podcast fodder.
I want you, one of you, or maybe you can both describe this image.
Please describe.
I've walked past here.
Okay,
and I
you know
exactly
what this
is. This is a store called Paper Source Lab Store, and in the window as a decoration.
You know who loves that store? The AV Club.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
hitting them hard today.
You do fine work. I like your website actually.
There's a bunch of avocados.
Okay, this is a storefront like
There used to be a 7-Eleven there. I used to work across the street from there. There used to be a 7-Eleven there, and now they got this shit, avocados with faces.
So it's a whole display. There's avocados with speech bubbles coming out of their mouths.
One saying guac is extra, so am I.
That's me. Tag yourself in this image. That's me.
Another one's wearing sunglasses and he's saying bravocado.
It's like avocado.
I'm so depressed.
This is disgusting. So that place is canceled.
I just wanted to ruin your week. So
it's already ruined. Yeah, I agree. This is I like both. I'm not, when it comes to pizza and people, I don't discriminate.
Sure.
I like all types of pizza.
That's cool.
I don't, deep dish, New York, Chicago, tavern
Asian
style, Asian. I don't care. It's all good.
I've always liked that about you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I wish I could say the same.
Oh, is it because I don't like Chicago pizza?
No, because of the people part. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because I have a little bit thicker of a crust.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and maybe have a little bit more sauce in me. Gives you no right.
Oh. No.
So my punishment is that if you're publishing these articles, guess what? We're taking pizza away. You got to eat.
Eat shit, motherfucker.
I'm close. You got to eat avocado toast, and you got to eat ass.
Oh.
Hey, some people
because you were born between 1980 and 1999, and you're a millennial.
Yeah, that's what millennials eat.
Dude, the other day I was eating avocado toast while drinking.
I thought you were going to say you were eating ass.
Well, I was also eating ass and avocado toast
at the same time
while drinking an IPA.
Oh,
yeah, I'm a millennial.
All right.
I was listening to frickin' Post Malone, and I was liking it too. And I was saying this is better than the Beatles, and I saw just all these boomers around me just die because they couldn't handle.
Good.
I think. All right. So along the pizza topic, I think I may have made this joke last time I was on the show.
Nobody listens to this show.
But I will say it again. I'm not here for stand-up comedy. I'm not here to be on Thought Cops. I'm here to investigate Chicago Pizzagate.
Okay.
Now, what's Chicago Pizzagate, you might ask? And yes, this is on my Twitter.
I'm asking. This is new content for me.
What's up?
What's Chicago Pizzagate?
It's like regular Pizzagate, just a lot thicker.
Oh!
No. Fuck. No, I fucked up the joke. It's a lot like regular Pizzagate, but it goes much, much deeper.
Oh!
Yeah, said it. Or apparently, it's a lot thinner and it gets cut into squares.
Oh!
Brett, where can our listeners follow you?
www. The Truth About Chicago Pizzagate, and also Rahm Emanuel and the AV Club. That's my Twitter.
Brett _ Mercer.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that was a real thing.
Nah, we'll get to that later.
Speaking of Brett _ Mercer, Brett, what's your 2 minutes I hate this week?
I mean, it was that avocado thing. I really hated that avocado thing. I'm always unprepared for this because I'm such a loving person.
Do you want me to go and you can take some time to think?
Yeah, go for it.
Take some time to think.
What are you hating this week?
Yeah, what's in your chest, my friend?
I don't know what caused this. This is a similar-ish sort of. You see this pop up once a month, and I feel like it's died down recently. But you'll still see little bits and pieces of it popping up everywhere. It's Monopoly truthers of people who know how to correctly play the game Monopoly. And they talk about it online.
The fuck?
You've never seen this?
No.
You must have seen this.
No, I absolutely
Everyone's
haven't.
seen this.
No, they haven't.
So this is the new character. This is the new character that I've created for the day, which is just me pinching my nose.
No, is this your Maddox impression, or is this just...
No, this is just a Midwesterner, aka Maddox.
He's from Utah.
He thought that Utah was the Midwest.
Well, he's a fucking moron. So go on.
He's an asshole. He can go fuck himself.
He might have been thinking of Illinois.
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah.
I think he got confused. Yeah.
The shapes of the states are similar, so I understand how you could make that. I'm just kidding. Utah is not in the Midwest.
No, it's certainly not. But this is my impression of a Midwesterner who's really into the game Monopoly for some reason, and he's on the internet. Okay, here we go.
Did you know that the free parking space is not actually... You don't get the money in the center of the board when you hit free parking. You just hit free parking, and that's it. Did you know when you're playing the game Monopoly, when you land on a rental space, it's not just the person who landed on the space, but if the person forfeits their opportunity to purchase that space, everyone's supposed to bid on the space.
Who the fuck plays Monopoly anymore? This is 2019. We got Settlers of Catan. We've got fucking Magic the Gathering or whatever nerds play.
A lot of iPhone games. iPhone games where
games.
Like you can help the girls from Frozen give birth.
Oh God. Now I have a couple points on this.
Yes.
Now, first of all, who invited this person to ANCAP board game night? The rules should not apply. You should be able to buy whatever you want. But also, no, the reason that you can hear, I bet if you listen back to this podcast, you can hear me withdrawing. And there's a reason for that. You know as well as I do that this month is Gamer Awareness and Pride Month.
Yes. I don't know if you know that, but I know that, yes.
Are board game players not gamers?
I guess so.
They are.
Wait, I forgot.
They have their own float.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now my third point, which is probably the most important, I was in a Target retail store.
Yeah.
Recently.
Sounds familiar.
This is how stand-up comedians set up stuff. I was recently in a Target. Everything happened the other day or recently.
Wait, hold on, Brett. Are you talking about Target the store or Target the bullseye?
I was in the middle of a bunch of circles. I was in the freaking store. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can we kick this guy out of the comedy club?
Yeah. Don't heckle,
hey,
sir.
No fucking heckling.
No heckling.
I have stuff
Very
that I need
rude.
to say about Target.
He spent a lot of time working on this 5 minutes worth of material.
Yeah,
so
man.
shut up.
Go off.
We're truth. I'm telling the truth up here. All right. I'm telling the truth about fucking Target.
Telling the truth about Pizzagate. Telling the truth about Target.
Yeah, and another. I saw a Fortnite-themed Monopoly game.
Have you seen the Monopoly man do the Fortnite dances?
I have not.
Should I pull that up?
Is
that a thing you guys want to see?
I feel like crying.
No, but you feel like crying, but imagine the kid who, his parents know that he loves this game, Fortnite, and his parents for his birthday or Christmas decided to get him Fortnite Monopoly. It's just it's a Mad Lib. You just switch out like Park Place for Tilted Towers. And it's this fucking sucks. And then he dabs and does
look at the screen. Look at the screen.
Oh my God, dude.
He's Fortnite dancing.
So if Monopoly had any sense, or if the Hasbro gaming
he's flossing.
Yes.
He's flossing.
Yes.
He's a millennial.
I love this is propaganda to get kids to think billionaires are sick.
I aspire to be one now.
Well, if that guy can floss, all I need to do is own all of the property, and then I too can learn how to do the Orange Julius.
Son, what do you want for your birthday?
A 401k.
You're getting Fortnite Monopoly.
And you're gonna fucking like it.
One day this
Also-
will be a collector's
also,
item.
if
This is a liquid asset.
If you land on free parking, that does not mean you get the money in the center of the board. Isn't this game fun?
Well, in Fortnite Monopoly, you don't get the money; you get the Monopoly V-Bucks. Folks, if you're a fan of Fortnite, you are laughing right now, and I'll let you take a minute to catch your breath.
All right.
But seriously, how much does that fucking suck? Like shit that you like that's applied to like I don't know, like what do you like? What's something you like? Podcasting? Oh, here's podcasting.
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity. It's like,
Nothing.
this sucks still, but you're just referencing the stuff that and I'm sick of it, and that's my 2 minutes I hate.
Thank you. If you could punish them,
No more free parking.
yes.
I will go. That'll be the punishment for the Monopoly truthers also. Just got to pay for parking everywhere you go. No more.
Also,
And
once-
you just don't get that money. You never get that money.
Also, once you die of natural causes, you're allowed to do Fortnite dances on their grave and collect all of the loot that they have spilled because of their death.
Naturally.
This is fun.
Brett, do you have anything that's bothering you yet?
Yeah, Fortnite Monopoly. That sucks.
Done.
I don't like that. I remember last time I came on, I was talking about, like, I had this gripe about people eating ice cream. And I remember there was a little bit of pushback. He was like, I got an ice cream, I had a gripe against
There was
adults
discussion.
eating ice creim in public. Now,
We don't always agree here on the show.
I've learned since that it's not the ice cream that I dislike. I dislike when I see people doing leisure.
I will agree with you. I hate leisure.
I don't like leisure.
I hate watching people leisurely do things.
I'm staying up in Lakeview, or as I call it, Fake View.
Oh, shots fired
I'll
in
say it.
Lakeview.
I'll say it. And then I'm staying at a friend's apartment, and it's like a high rise of security. There's a dog park. There's a pool. And I'm seeing a lot of leisure, and I'm going like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Where's your podcast?
Rise and grind. No leisure for us.
Look, I'm the only one who's allowed to do leisure because I've earned it.
Yeah. And even still, who has the fucking time?
Yeah, I do, but you shouldn't.
If you're doing leisure, like, contribute something. Do a podcast. Make a fucking what's the new app that
Make a
millennials
TikTok.
are using? Make a TikTok.
Make a TikTok.
Yeah.
Create some content.
Come on.
Give back to society with
Don't
a TikTok.
just consume. Remix someone else's.
Start a Twitch channel.
Come on, yeah. Hey, this is
you're-
Twitch stream me reading a book by the pool. Just fucking do it already.
Yeah, if you're gonna spend leisure time, put a GoPro on your head.
At least.
Can I go on record and say that the Cake Farts girl is an American hero?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
And a real human being.
Yeah. Because imagine someone just sitting around, sitting on cakes, wasting them, not sharing it with the rest of us.
Yeah.
Please.
Rip
Get it
ass.
together. Give back to the community. I just love the idea that, like, oh, you have a Patreon? Thank you so much for your service.
Again, the first responders.
People
Give
shake
it up. Give it up for the first responders, the people who comment first on all content.
people who shake my hand at the airport for having a podcast.
Yeah. I couldn't help but notice
sir.
you have some microphones in your bag. Are you a podcaster?
Sir, please take my seat. Please, you deserve first class.
It doesn't help that I'm also wearing all camo to get those free seats.
All camo and a t-shirt with your face on it.
I served in the arts and entertainment section of Patreon.
We have fun here.
Sir, I sorry to bother you. I know you're trying to relax, getting ready for your flight, but my son aspires to be a podcaster. Do you think you could maybe talk to him for a minute? Hey, son, what is it? You're not Mark Maron.
Fuck you, kid.
He doesn't understand the faux pas that means.
Sorry, I'm not one of the McElroy brothers.
Sir, where did you serve? I served in the information wars.
My platoon. Podbean.fm.
Every time I walk up Grand Stairs to podcast here every week, Fortunate Son plays. Anyway, if you haven't listened to Thought Cops before, every week we investigate the internet's outrage-inducing news stories, and then we sentence each perpetrator to a cruel and often very unusual punishment. So let's get right to it. All right, listen, fellas. We're all fellas, all right? We're all sitting.
Yeah.
And, Brett, couldn't help but notice your legs are arched.
Yeah. I have my legs are spread wide.
Why are you doing that?
You know what? Because I look to my left and I look to the right and I see there's no one trying to share the public space with me, especially someone who takes up less space, than I do. I don't think that I deserve the space. I'm just saying that I'm using it. I'm utilizing the space. I'm a designer by trade, and we use space in ways that... Shut up! All right, I'm manspreading, all right? Big deal.
Well, the dailymail.com says, the end of manspreading? University student fed up with men infringing on her public space wins National Design Award for creating a chair that restricts how they sit down.
They should call that the Daily Female. Am I right, fellas? Sorry. Hey, cut that. Actually, don't cut that. You know what? Cut me saying don't cut that.
Zwick, cut it and put it back in.
Yeah, cut it and put it back in right after I said loop this 500 times. Oh, sorry.
So talk about cock and ball torture. They got a chair for that.
Thought Cops, the only podcast where cock and ball torture and emojis are a fucking topic.
I do want to go on record here and say that Thought Cops is pro cock and ball torture.
I'm not. I don't want anybody torturing me.
I don't want that either,
parts.
but I want to say that if any of our listeners appreciate getting their cock and or balls tortured,
or torturing cock and balls,
or exactly,
if that's your thing.
or cock or balls,
or the torturing thereof, we support you.
Enjoying the torturing thereof of the ballular and coccular appendages that are ascertained to the someone's person.
So this chick with her arms crossed
solved it.
Do you think that she's really that fucking sick? Or do you think she's just an art student that wanted to be featured in the Mail that's probably going to start up her own design studio and make millions and millions of dollars?
So where does this come from? Is this like a art? Is it like a student?
Yeah, it's this lady with her arms crossed in this Daily Mail article.
So 2 bits of wood are cleverly positioned on the seat to physically stop who is sitting down from moving their legs apart.
Great.
That actually, you know what? Have you ever been the victim of a spreading man, like on the train or like
I've been on a you see me. I'm a 6'4" gentleman. I weigh like 220 or so. I'm a fairly large person. One time I was on an airplane and.
As a podcaster.
I was in the middle seat between two very obese people. Mm-hmm. And they were I had no armrest and they were spilling onto my seat.
Did they know that you were a podcaster?
No.
That's fucked up.
I didn't start a podcast yet.
That's fucked up. Is that what made you start this podcast? Is that your origin story?
Yeah.
Getting disrespected on an airplane?
Some superheroes' parents die. I started a podcast because I sat in a middle aisle, in a middle seat.
But I mean, if it is like involuntary, like there's something to that. It's like I understand, like people are people, whatever. This is public space, but like I have like sat next to people who are just like like they're doing like a freaking Penthouse cover, spreading their freaking, and it's like.
They pull out the bearskin rug, and they lay it down on their seat, and then they just spread and spread and spread.
So her name is Layla Laurel. She's created an anti-manspreading chair, which forces men to keep their legs together while also designing a chair for women with a wooden block strategically placed to make it less attractive to men. So, fellas, take a look at this picture here. So
I tweeted out the picture of the guy sitting with his knees real close together. I don't think I got a single like on the photo.
but here's the thing: in the lady's chair,
Yeah.
she spreads
Why is she allowed to spread?
because there's a little wooden stopper between her crotch.
The man looks smaller than her, and he looks like he's being imposed upon. And what's to stop a man from sitting in the spreading seat?
You know the saddest part about all this is apparently, according to this article, the word manspreading was added to the Oxford English Dictionary in 2015, following an online campaign against the practice since 2013. So it only took him 2 years.
I got such a fucking big gripe with the prefix. I don't know if I brought this in as a 2 minutes of hate or not, but the prefix man to anything. Why are these words? Manspreading, mansplaining, man bun. Why do we keep doing this?
Because we as men,
Here we go.
yeah, take a seat.
I'm already sitting.
Well, you were standing up because you were.
No.
Our culture is being stolen by. It's important for us to claim what's ours. Man cave. Every public transportation seat that I sit in is my man cave.
Have you ever thought of just throwing it all to the wind and maybe just going our own way? Have you ever thought of that?
You know what? Yes, I have. I've never heard it put in such a term, in such elegant terms before.
I've been thinking about it. I call it mgtowing.
Yeah, every time a lady doesn't notice me because I'm short, I go Mikatow, which is it's kind of like saying cowabunga. You got the same and she
Eat my shorts.
Yeah, she knows what's up. But all right, back to the chair. Like
every time they start giggling with their lips bit, yeah,
they're doing the little snickering thing.
Yeah.
Women in general.
Yeah, women in general on datings. I don't know if you guys have been on Bumble, Tumblr, or Tinder,
Timble.
All these swiping apps, and yes, this is another thing that stand-up comics talk about. Dating is hard.
Swipe or no swiping.
Dating is weird.
It's weird and tough, especially in the digital age when we're all phones.
Women be shopping.
Yeah,
is what I've heard.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true or not.
Women are shopping on their Instagrams these days. That's how much they enjoy that activity. but
yeah. Continue. Where are we going with this?
Fuck, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Go off, Brett.
Yeah, I did completely lose it. Keep this in, by the way.
Brett, put a remix on it. Or Zwick, put a remix on it. Jesus
Zwick,
Christ.
become Brett. Remix yourself.
But a lot of these,
express yourself.
A lot of these, it's not an actual product. It's like an art school thing. It's like usually the assignment is like, hey, take a social issue and use furniture to solve it. And it's like, what that says is like, oh, furniture can solve the wage gap, which I don't think furniture can do that. I think furniture can make people comfy as hell.
I know a couple people who have gone to like design school or whatever, and everything has to have a philosophy behind it. Like you can't just be like, hey, I made a chair and it's really comfortable.
Yeah,
you have to
right.
be like, hey, this explains the male-female dynamic of sitting.
Absolutely.
And back in 2013, the term manspreading was invented. It was coined by Dr. Robert Oppenheimer.
I have become manspread.
Destroyer of public spaces.
Destroyer of nuts. Because that's what this chair is.
But
am I right, fellas?
Yeah, I went to school for graphic design, which is even like dumber than furniture. It's like, oh, the font that the branding is using represents. It's like okay, cool, man. Like it's also just like a logo. Like it's not gonna like change.
There's
the
no
world.
way that this is ever going to be utilized.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's what like the Daily Mail like kind of like jumps on these like hot button topics and be like, well, let's get the conversation going.
Are they going to be putting this into trains now?
No, just at church. First of all, they're going to put it at church.
Like, you put this in a train. You know who sits on trains? Homeless people. It's just going to be some homeless guy that's laying across both chairs.
Yeah, without even making a Patreon about it.
And he's going to be jerking off, and he's not going to even have a Patreon. So, thanks, the Daily Mail. You solved that one. Do we sentence this?
Yeah.
I hate this.
I
guess we
I want to
sentenced
say
this
something,
lady.
but I don't want to say it. This is I don't agree with this joke. I'm just saying this would be funny. But this isn't me. I'm going in character.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no. This is what I was gonna say. Yeah. Women in general on dating sites have said like, you should drop dead if you man's bread. That's okay. Yeah. That's what. I see you smirking every time I take my dear sweet time spreading my legs open with my palms on each knee on the train. Oh man, that's fucking great. But yeah, going in character as a bagel boss, like, you know what you should get? Gender reassignment surgery.
Someone did bring up the fact, someone on Twitter, I think I retweeted it, said something along the lines of like, I don't think I've ever said this before about anything, and I hate to say this, but these chairs are transphobic.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It is. There are 2 chairs. Bit. She should make 37 chairs. Like that is the solution that the people who like I don't know.
That's like you don't identify with one or the other.
Yeah, or it's like if you're a chick who has a dick, and then it's like you're supposed to sit in the which chair do you sit in?
Which chair do you sit in?
Or you could just, as a person, like respect other people's personal boundaries. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's like not going to be taught in design school. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, you're not going to get on the Daily Mail for that one.
The Daily Mail. Oh, did you hear their new art? Or did you see their new article about like a guy has so much empathy he fucking like.
Yeah, I
doesn't fuck with people.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was good for them.
Classic Daily Mail story. Let's now that we got that sentence, let's move on. Let's do one more. Speaking of gendered language,
speaking of a prefix we hate.
Thought Cops take down SJWs 101.
SJW, of course, stands for super jacked women.
There's an article on the New York Post, and this sort of has been going a little viral. Berkeley, California eliminates the term manhole in push to remove gendered language.
What is this, a Canadian person hole? Let me take that again. Hold on, that came out weird. What is it, a Canadian person hole? Was it funnier that time?
I don't know what you're getting at. Why is it Canadian?
Because remember Justin Trudeau and
No.
Just what's the article about?
It's about all over the campus. There's like little like covers that go to man caves.
Wait, real quick. What is with the first 2 words of this article?
Oh, sibling. Oh, because they're trying to make a cutesy little thing.
Like oh brother.
The city of Berkeley. It's supposed to be oh brother, but the city of Berkeley, the city council approved a measure which gets rid of gendered language. So instead of saying "oh brother," they say "oh sibling," which doesn't mean anything.
It's the ultimate send up.
Means nothing.
Oh, sibling, come on.
So people are pissed off about this. I heard some smart people say something along the lines of
what'd they say?
Some smart people on Twitter, they were like, hey, well, if you don't want to call it a manhole, why don't we call it the gender of the hole that the person most likely to go down it is? That was a thing that someone said. That was very enlightening. Thank you, kind stranger.
So cool. It's like if you're giving that much thought to like how this word is applied,
yeah,
like let's give more thought to like the word, like it's manhole. It doesn't have any description about maintenance or like municipality or like sir, I don't know what the fuck they're actually. I've heard them be called like service lids or some shit like that.
You know what I call this? The sewer. And I'm incorrect, but it's the sewer cover.
Yeah.
And you know what? They should be called turtle holes because the Ninja Turtles are using them.
They should call them
Actually, no, I'm going to take that back.
Okay.
It should be called teenage holes because the teenage...
Oh, no.
The teenage turtles are using them.
No, Zwick, cut the episode. Delete the episode.
Zwick, keep that.
Oh.
Well, it's really a ninja lid because mostly ninjas go down there.
And they're teenagers.
And they're turtles. The word manhole is... Let me go on record. I'll go on record as saying this. The word manhole is disgusting. It's like the word manhandled. It's like, he was manhandled. What the fuck does that mean? Like, you grabbed him by the dick? When someone's like, oh, I was manhandled, I'm like did the person... They grabbed you harshly in a violent manner by the dick? With their dick?
That is not what I think of.
What do you think of?
Just being grabbed normally.
By a man.
Or whoever.
I feel like the man signifies like a dominant role in the handling.
How normative of you to say that men are dominant.
Yeah, I mean,
Turtle handle, because sometimes the Ninja Turtles kick ass.
yeah.
Yeah,
And they take names.
I don't care what they call this. Have you ever seen one of those signs? They still have some of those signs around Chicago that are like men working. You're like,
The band's called Men at Work. You know?
Well, I know women at work. So what are they not doing? They're just banning the sewer? What's going on?
Yeah, like how often do you like go about your life and like reference to another person a manhole or whatever?
never.
Yeah.
I think I don't usually call it a manhole. I think I call it like I call it.
It really should be a menhole because not just one person goes down there.
Just one guy, a single man.
I want to meet this man who's going in all these holes.
Fucking Larry. Hey, you can't go down there. That's Larry's. He's the only one.
Larry hole.
Yeah. They've also, so the manhole thing was made the example of, but they said a couple other things about you certain employers are to refer to pregnant women as pregnant employees, or sororities and fraternities are now collegiate Greek system residences. Fireman, policeman, bondsman, repairman are all now firefighters, police
The fuck is a bondsman?
The story we talked about last time where the black woman is now Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
That's bondsman. Craftsmen are now craftspeople or artisans. This is just language. This is just how language works. I don't know what else to add to this. This is just language. These are just these are synonyms.
Yeah, these people, like, don't you know that people have been speaking English for millions of years?
Billions
of years.
Yeah.
That's why we need to make this the national language, because we've been speaking it for billions of years.
Yeah, I mean, isn't all this stuff like I refuse to like change what I call stuff?
Go off.
Isn't that just like part of my human being like experience is calling a manhole cover a manhole cover. And if you take that away from me, like, what am I like? Hey, what's next? You're gonna change the name of what? Oh yeah, like what's next, man?
What is next?
Man, are you gonna change it to Person Chester, England?
I just want to go on record here and say that sometimes animals go down those holes, not just men or women.
What kind of animals?
Raccoons,
Turtles.
Turtles, I might say. Teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers go in those holes.
Teenagers are animals.
Teenagers are using those holes.
Jesus. Swick, delete this episode. My personal and professional reputation are at stake.
But yeah, here's what I've been thinking about this whole like gendered language thing, right? So like, how do you think there's a guy out there who refuses to use the they or them pronoun, but also gets like super fucking pissed off if you call like Steely Dan him? Like, it's a group, not a guy.
There absolutely are a lot of those guys.
I'm sure most of them are like you go, I love Led Zeppelin. I really love him. It's like, it's they.
Yeah, they them. And somebody's like, I'm non-binary. They're like, he or she, motherfucker. You're not the Zepp.
Are there other bands that are singular male named.
That are like Def Leppard sounds like a person's name.
Or Billy Talent.
Yeah.
You think that that's a guy, but it's a band.
Right. And so
Billy. Oh, I really like this guy Billy Talent. He puts out a lot of great albums. That's a group. That's multiple people.
realistically, if you're that pissed off about pronouns, you should be that pissed off about like other pronouns. Like it's literally like who gives a shit? It's a fucking pronoun. I mean, you call if someone's name's Robert, I'll call them Bob. It's easy.
So let's just call it a them hole.
There we go.
Because listen, I don't discriminate.
Uh-huh.
All right,
That's good.
I'm saying man, woman, or teenage turtles going down that
What
hole.
about pizza?
I love every kind of pizza, including the ones in Washington D.C.
I love the people.
Someone's gonna come outside this apartment and shoot a shotgun off into the air.
Good luck.
You don't live here. No!
I live here. I leave here and I go back to my peaceful home in Logan Square, and I don't know what the hell happens when I'm gone.
And that address is
615 Logan Square.
Yeah, 615 Logan Square. Come and find me, bitch.
famous address, right in the middle.
So, what's the punishment here?
Them hole. It's
hole?
a them hole now.
Okay.
That's it. That's the best we can do.
Can I pop off about something real quick?
Yeah.
Pop off.
What's going on in like France, like where they call like tables ladies? Are they like, oh, it's not le table, it's like LX table?
That is true. A lot of languages do have gendered, like just built-in gendered language.
So I studied some German in college, and I remember I had this teacher who was from
What
Germany.
was the German's name? No, I'm just kidding.
He was always...
And his name was Adolf Hitler. Every time something's really funny, instead of laughing into the microphone, Kevin just puts his head down and like covers his face or mouth.
What I've learned is that that's
and
actually
turns away.
That's actually good broadcasting, is to do that, as opposed to like.
I can't have people thinking I enjoy myself out there.
It'll ruin my brand, dude.
So he would always say, because I have to memorize like what the table's got a gender, the car's got a gender, das Auto, and then he's like, make me king of Germany, and then I will remove all the pronouns because everything will be neuter, everything will be das, neuter, das, and I think that he was onto something there.
Neuter and das mean
so there is der, die, or das, female, feminine, or with female or feminine, what the hell, masculine, feminine, or neuter.
So neuter is like when
das.
When you've been neutered,
yeah, desexed, literally and figuratively.
You take your table and you cut the dick. That's a fucking stupid joke.
We will remove all the dicks from the tables.
So that's shout out to my German teacher from college.
It's just such a weird like holdover from
it is, because you never really hear other countries complaining about this when other countries are far more gendered than we are here.
Yeah.
True. However, that is the whole thing behind Latino/Latina/Latinx.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with that, like that's why, which is not a good way of doing that. Like, at a certain point, just pick one or the other. Like,
but why the fuck
just say Latino or just say Latina? It doesn't matter. But don't add an X to the end of the word. That doesn't sound good.
It's cool. It's like the XFL.
It's I'm property of Vince McMahon, and but no, like it is like the variable, like the international sign for variable. So it's like. When you don't know, like, I mean, because it comes back to like the language, like when you, if it ends with A, it's like feminine, and masculine would be like, oh, so it's like for example, the name Brittany, like you see all those guys walking around with the name Brit, no, you know what I mean? Sorry, bad example. No, what I'm saying is like, no, sorry, cut that. But like when
This
you say
episode's going to be 5 minutes long with all the cuts we've made.
when you see Latina or Latino, it means
Yeah.
like you're like it denotes that you're talking about like a man or a woman, you know? So like when you say like Latinx, it's kind of like saying y'all.
Which I say y'all all the time, and
No,
it's very
you don't.
useful. No, I do.
When the fuck have you ever said that?
Not like in
You've never been
vernacular language, but I can go through tons of text messages where I'm talking to a single group, not text messages with you, because I'm not talking to groups with you. But if I go to like two people that I'm in a
the Discord,
conversation
the Thought
with.
Cops
No,
Discord?
not on the Discord, individual fucking messages.
Receipts, please.
Right fucking here.
Hey, Pixar didn't happen. Send the screenshots, hon.
Y'all. First example. We scroll up. These are individual
I don't
people.
care about this anymore.
You brought it up.
I brought it up and I got one example and I realized I don't give a shit.
There you go. This is your fault for the bad audio in this episode now.
A good point in the chat. Latinx is fucking stupid because X would be pronounced Ekis, like Dos Equis.
Oh, the most interesting X in the world.
Hey, I don't always use non-gendered language. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah, because it's such a like language filtered through like English, which we've all spent some time on Google Translate.
Real quick, I'm going to also quote Nico in the chat. Says, my ex peed sitting down and now he's a bitch and balding now.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah. Why'd you have to decide to read that?
If you're sitting down peeing, going like, damn, I love my hair, and not being a bitch, think again.
And Io Netrunner says Pink Floyd is a good singer.
I love. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm coming up, so you better get the wall started.
If you pay only for the cheap price of $5 a month on patreon.com/thoughtcops, we too will read all of the just weird shit you type in here.
Dude,
Talk about your ex. We'll read it on the episode.
I'm loving this Discord shit. Like, this is such a cool. Like,
it's great, right?
Like,
it's a lot, and it's 24/7, baby.
Yeah.
I get that notification sound at like 2 a.m. I wake up and I'm like, I got a Discord, baby. I got to be in on this conversation about Marianne Williamson. This is great. I don't know what people are saying. I don't know what this meme means, but I'm in on it.
But let's move on.
Let's move on to Key to the City.
Key to the City, we like to give it to a do-gooder of the week, something positive, something fresh, something that makes us feel good on the inside for once in our miserable lives. This week, my Key to the City goes to the Twitter account No Labels Garrison. It is a Twitter account that posts the artwork of Ben Garrison with no labels.
Like,
how do you know what anything is?
You just artist interpretation. It's art, baby.
But how do I know which ones are the Democrats and which are the Republicans?
The Democrats look more angry and withered, and like they're like,
and Donald Trump is 50 pounds lighter,
and is a beautiful human being with pristine hair.
He's like that Michelangelo guy that's doing jumping jacks or whatever.
I can't wait for Ben Garrison to die.
No, dude, we need to radicalize Ben Garrison.
They're great. Did you see the
other side?
I think I posted it, but the one where it's like baby Q. And Donald Trump's pointing and he's going, beautiful baby. And then in a circle, there's an ugly baby and it's labeled ugly baby. And you're like, what does that have to do with anything?
So if you find Ben Garrison's hideous artwork confusing, prepare to be even more confused because they take the fucking labels off of it. How do I know?
Now it's just a picture of Donald Trump going, beautiful baby.
Wait, which one's AOC?
Yeah. Though, who's this angry-looking psychotic woman who appears in literally every comic
with her feet bare naked in every one?
Yeah.
Grant, what's your Key to the City?
I was looking on Twitter for something to give a Key to the City to, and I saw that hashtag respect the police is trending. So Key to the City goes to that hashtag.
And that's about us. That means donate to patreon.com/thoughtcops. Thin blue line. Who gives a fuck? Donate
the
$5
police.
a month.
You know what? I want to make you guys a flag. It's the thin blue line, but instead of like a blue line, it's just like a texture of like brain texture. You know? Yeah. Thought cops.
The brain emoji.
Yeah. It's just all across that's along the lines of the no labels Ben Garrison. Have you ever seen cropped boomer images?
Oh yeah.
That is so fucking good.
Is that your key to the city?
That's I'll give that my key to the city. Sure.
Crop boomer images.
Yeah. Cropped boomer images is like it'll be like a meme about, you know.
I'm so angry right now just thinking of them.
Yeah. It's like it would be like a picture of like a soldier, and it was like, oh, you think like this is the problem? And they'll like crop it so it's like the troop's face, and then it just says like the problem at the bottom, and like, you know, like they'll just crop it to make it say like the opposite of what they intended. It's fantastic. It makes me laugh every.
I hate it so all much. The best boomer memes have that guy with the apron next to a grill. It's like it's like the clip art of some guy, and he's always making a great point about some, like, he's like, millennial, you know, I my generation likes to eat hamburgers, but millennials like to eat each other's assholes.
Hey, I'm grilling up some burgers. Sorry, we don't do avocado toast here. That is my favorite thing. Is like the gee, avocado toast. Do you know how much money you're spending a mortgage on your avocado?
Real quick, Nico posted her favorite.
God. Oh God.
Her favorite cropped boomer image.
It's who's the guy from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
Clint Eastwood.
Someone always tries to push my asshole button.
Dude, it's so fucking good. because basically, like, the format behind it is like there's usually an arbitrary subject that they're skewering with over a picture of a hard, cool guy that they fucking love. So if you just take the subject of what they're skewering and put it over the image that they glorify, it is like, it's such a beautiful, like, it's the key to their ideology.
So simple, so pure.
Oh God.
It's art, you know? It's art.
Anyway, Thought Cop's word of the week. What the hell is it?
You tell me. I don't know any words. All the words. Them hole.
Them hole. It's a hole that anybody can use.
Wait. Yeah, can I offer something?
Yes.
Go ahead,
please.
Yeah, please.
It's kind of I've been inspired by the them hole thing. Man them hole. It's when men are hogging all the them holes.
So it's like man spreading. Because spreading is just a thing people do. But in order to make it negative, you add the word man to it.
People spreading. Yeah, right. So it's like men have been extending their personal boundaries into the realm of like municipal maintenance.
So before we get to those voicemails, Brett, where can we find you? Where can we listen to Big Time Garbage?
I'm on Twitter at Brett_Mercer_. Really trying to get that at Brett Mercer handle, but
who's got it?
Some guy called Brett Mercer. I hate him.
Fuck that guy. I hate him.
He hasn't tweeted since 2008. But Big Time Garbage, we're on all the streaming platforms. We've been doing a lot of bullshitting, and we've been doing like a lot of roasting, and also I've been doing a lot of psychedelic drugs on the podcast.
And as far as I understand, this episode actually might be on the feed. So if you're listening to Big Time Garbage, check out Thought Cops.
Yeah, definitely check. Like these fucking two dudes kick ass. Like,
thank you, Brent.
We've been corresponding for like a couple years.
Yeah.
Podcaster to podcaster, you know? And like
the way it should be.
Yeah.
The way God talked about it.
God, it said in the Bible, like
we both served in Afghanistan. We're both like
Podganistan.
We both got that 1,000-mile stare. Yeah. You know? Oh, you do a podcast? Me too.
Yeah, we talk about internet outrage, and then we just stare off into the distance.
What's your rank? $5 tier.
Host.
Yeah. But this is like, yeah, seriously, I'll probably post this on the Big Time Garbage feed, but listen to Thought Cops. It's fucking awesome. You guys have had like some pretty awesome guests in the past. Like,
Yeah, shit.
Like Brett Mercer.
can you talk about your relationship with Brett Mercer? Or like what? Like
guy we met on internet who hasn't decapitated us.
yeah. It's a long process. But like, I mean, you guys like. Do you want to talk a bit about like the?
Let's pitch the show.
Yeah, pitch the show. What's the elevator? Hey, we're in an elevator right now. I'm a big investor. I got money falling out of my
So,
pockets.
Thought Cops, we talk about weird internet stuff. We talk about internet outrage. We got a lot of local Chicago comedians on the show. We got a lot of crazy internet personalities. We got Asterios Kokonos. We got Dick Masterson. We got Charlotte Sart. We got Derek Acosta and Garrett Hunter from Mega 64. And we got a whole lot more, but you got to tune in to find out.
Can you guys talk about the See You Next Time network? Are you guys a part of that?
We are.
It's a loose. It's barely a network, but it's a loose connection of just similar-ish podcasts that all sort of came out of the podcast, The Biggest Problem in the Universe.
Okay.
And I feel like a lot of the shows have sort of the same tint of like this weird hyper online negativity towards culture in general, and we just bear the torch.
Hell yeah. Because it seems to me like there's a lot of like as you say, like very like on the internet kind of like actively looking for things that people are pissed off about to get pissed off at, and
exactly,
it's like, but as a sport, like as just like everything that like I see online, or at least retweeted into the channels that the Thought Cops exist in, it's all just like, oh, this sucks, and I love watching people hate this thing that sucks, and I hate all of it, but like it's fun because it is like a thought experiment in like how does one handle access to the worst things you could possibly think of?
Right.
Yeah.
And I would say, too, a lot of people think the show's political. It's not. For example, when I see something like Bagel Boss is trending, I'm like, all right, well, there's our show for the week.
Right. It's not like, oh, I'm pissed off about this thing that's trending. It's usually like, oh, let's talk about why this thing is trending.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's always the point of view of like everything's political nowadays, and it to the point where it's like, why? How come when we talk about manhole covers, we know what the two sides are saying automatically?
Yeah.
Why do I already know the argument?
Basically, what Officer Grant's trying to say is, we just spend our time both sides saying everything. We spend our time doing whataboutism. And he smelted deltadism and
Classic
up high,
logical
down low,
fallacy.
too slowism.
Yeah.
All the fallacies.
South
Pretty
Parkism.
close.
Yeah, but it is like, I don't know how long when you want to cut it off, but I feel like this is good for like the cross.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't normally get this drunk on the show, but this week I am.
Yeah, we're lit
Can I
up.
real quick talk about? We were on another podcast. We were on.
Oh fuck! We should put this at the beginning. God damn, dude.
Should we put all of this at the beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, this will be
yeah.
our first like real content edit of putting this at the beginning.
This is gonna be so because like I'm gonna be so much drunker than I was at the beginning. It's
just gonna start off.
Welcome to Thought Cops. Anyway,
Gonna start off
check out.
blasted, and then it's like the movie. It's like the movie Memento, where you're like, and then you're like, but what happened? And then they explore what happened in reverse.
Every weekend of mine in Neo Chicago.
Wait, hold on. Can I?
Yeah.
All right. Record scratch. Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering.
But so we were on another podcast. We were on Hard Men Working Hard's filler content
Twice
because of technological mishaps. And the first one, I was so fucked up, and I was doing impressions of people that I don't think as a white man I should have.
That was the second one.
That was the second one,
man.
which is not there yet, but it'll be out. Keep an eye out.
Accents like a CD commercial where all the accents are scrolling by the.
We were talking about how much we hated Black Panther as the movie.
I liked it.
I thought it was okay. But
I had to turn it off because I was doing the accent too much. I swear
like
to God, I was
the
like, this is
CGI and the silly, like, oh, well, how come the bad guy's just, just the same, he's got the same costume as the good guy. How do I know the difference?
But outside the costumes, they were very different.
They were very different. I understand that, but we were ripping on the movie and made some regrettable decisions. So check that out. Hard Men Working Hard.
Oh man, hard. Oh,
And they've been on our show before. Lakembra, Sam Glaze, and ACU.
are they all from Chicago?
No,
They're all from Australia.
Australia.
Whoa, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like it seems like the network kind of reaches out to like a lot of different places. I mean, I know there's like a lot in the Midwest, but
Yeah, we like to mix it up.
Midwest,
Yeah.
Utah, Australia.
yeah,
That's what makes Thought Cops great again. Just kidding.
that's awesome.
Wish I didn't say that.
Make a hat.
Anyway.
I actually heard the best MAGA hat parody I've ever heard.
Yeah. Those are hard to do.
My buddy told me about it today. It's like, made you look. Just kidding. Everything sucks ass.
That's good.
That is good.
Yeah. But so like, check out Thought Cops. Like, there's a lot of if you're interested in if you're cracking open the morning newspaper or your Facebook or whatever, you're seeing what's everyone so fucking upset about. This is where it's covered. And if you can say, I don't like that, I want to see them get punished, they get punished on this podcast.
This is ground zero.
And I would say if you're going to check us out, check out either the most recent episode or scroll through the list of episodes and just look for someone whose name you know. If you know, like we've got, like Kevin said, two of the guys from Mega 64 on. We've had Justin Wang on. We've had a couple of bigger names on and stuff.
Low Tax, who could
Low
forget?
Tax, Chris Wilson from Cyanide and Happiness, like
That's fucking awesome.
Brandon Kirkman, Aaron Klopfer.
local Chicago comedians. Find their names.
Well,
check
they're
those
gonna be
episodes
big
out.
one day, though. That's the
Dude,
thing.
you connected me with Aaron, and I cannot fucking stop
Aaron's
thinking about
hilarious,
his fucking
Yeah.
Facebook posts. About,
Dude, Aaron's the best.
is there a woman who'll cover? Shout out to him. If
And he's a really
listening.
nice guy too.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Aaron.
And he'll be on the show soon. Anyway,
Yeah, I think that. I mean, yeah, that's all. Hey, that's all I need for my shit.
For your little half.
Zwick, flash forward to the end of the episode. Okay, we're at the end of the episode, guys.
We got some 5-star iTunes reviews. If you want to go to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review, we will read it on the episode. This is from T1podcast.com. Wonder who they could be.
I don't know.
They say funny hosts and guests with the mosts. Two funny man hosts from Chicago interview large guests. Oh, that's
Brett.
mean.
Come on, Brett is actually a very average sized man.
slim. From far-reaching corners of the internet to discuss a bevy of topics. Never ceases to entertain. 5 out of 5 would tune in live again. Kinda rhymes. Good job, guys.
If you want to tune in live, I'm pretty sure you can buy tickets to. Go ahead.
Come to
guys.
Chicago, the Crowd Theater, August 22nd, Thursday at sometime in the evening.
Doesn't matter. Just show up.
Show up. Hey, honestly, call off work and get a spot in line as soon as you can.
Yeah, the night before.
And then look me dead in the eyes the entire time on stage. And then we'll kiss passionately.
This is what I called off work for. And then you kiss them and you go, oh, that's all worth it.
All right, so let's get to some voicemails. Before we do that, I also have to run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay. I got my backpack too. I need to get some. So
Yeah, man.
you want to read all that?
Yes.
Mr. Greeks.
Was it? Yeah, I do. There's been so many episodes where it's pretty good for the first hour and a half, but then we all get we always make this mistake of we'll just do 2 in a row. We'll cut it in half and then put the rest on. And it's always just I don't remember past.
It's all good.
What's the special occasion? Avocado toast.
What's on the menu? Ass? People are still listening, but they're hearing. What's on the menu? Ass?
Hey, what's on the freaking menu? Avocado ass, maybe?
What's on the menu? Ass and college debt?
Oh, hey. Oh, I ate ass, but all I found was my freaking anxiety.
Oh.
Hey, shout out to everyone in the Discord. This is fucking cool.
Hey, we got 3 people in here now.
I'm still getting used to like the idea of like immediate feedback.
Yeah, the Discord channel is awesome. People are always posting. My favorite channel is called the Foster Department.
Oh no, it's the one not safe for work.
I go there and I just see a picture of Kermit with the penis. Now, my picture of Kermit with a penis is his penis is a lot bigger.
I never wanted to see Jordan Peterson naked, and I still don't.
Holy shit! There are so many dicks and oh my god, this is
the
amazing.
Not Safe for Work channel. All right, let's.
Can I use your bathroom?
Yes.
For a minute?
All the way down the hall to the left.
I'm just gonna jack off to these pictures.
God damn it!
Of Scar from Lion King, where it's cut off right at his pubis.
Oh God, what a beautiful pile of deer shit. Zwick, please cut this out. I gotta listen to this episode.
All right, get to the voicemails.
Yeah,
them VMs. If you want to listen, if you want to leave your own voicemail for the show, it's 312-788-7361. Let's get to the first one.
Or thoughtcopspodcast@gmail.com.
Send us an audio file. Mercenaries.mp3. Wait, mercenaries.mp3.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, I heard y'all were gonna have that dang old Brett Mercer on his show tonight. I got a message for him straight from the bathroom. Tell him to avoid the Chicago style heat dogs. He'll know what it means. Oh, this one's getting real good.
What accent was that?
That was Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit accent, classic.
Okay.
Brett, please elaborate on heat dogs.
Well, a couple of years ago, I thought, hey, why don't they call them heat dogs instead of hot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
And
they still don't do that.
Just decided to never stop saying that. To the point where like it's like almost fun. Hey, let's bring it around to the beginning of the episode. I'm doing it Family Guy style, where I'm saying it so much that it's like it becomes funny and not funny again.
Rule of 100s.
Yeah, and you know, Detroit is embracing it. There are Detroit style heat dogs.
Brett, I do have a question for you.
What's up?
Is a heat dog a sandwich or not?
Or is it a type of taco?
This'll ruin a party. This question has ripped me from my best friends. I would say it's a sandwich, yeah. Sorry.
Well, if that...
Get off our show.
Okay, bye.
Let us know if you agree or disagree. 312-788-7361. Let's listen to that next voicemail.
Is a heat dog a sandwich or not? 2 minutes of hate, awkbathrooms.mp3. Ready to play.
Awk. Oh.
Hey, Thought Cops. IONet Runner here, and this week my 2 minutes of hate is awkward bathrooms. These are the shitty bathrooms, usually in a mall, where it's like one stall, one urinal, and maybe a cramped up sink in the corner. Yeah. And it's like, do you lock the door when you go in? Because it's kind of like a single person bathroom. But I mean, if you're just using the urinal, somebody else could technically use the stall, I guess. But then it's like weird. Like, what do you do when you walk in and you have to piss, but somebody's already at the urinal? Do you use the stall? If you do use the stall, do you close the door? I mean, you're just taking a piss. Anyway, unrelated, I got thrown out of a bathroom for pissing in the sink. So, have a great week.
Completely unrelated.
First world problems.
Yeah. And in the third world, you just dig a hole in the ground and you just piss directly into that.
Simpler.
You just do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Kevin's drinking straight from the bottle of Malört right now.
It's the end of the episode.
Let me get a pull.
Yeah.
He wants
a little Polsky. That is an awkward situation because you know, like, we're all pissing and shit, and we all know that everyone else pisses and shits.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. This was in the Discord. Like, if you're pissing in a stall, you know, at what point do you go? Like, do you close the door and say, "I'm going to be here a while"? Like, just make them. Just make it a trough that we can do everything into. De-shame it.
Gender neutral trough.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give.
And guess what? I get to eat out of it at the end.
Oh, God damn it!
Because I'm such a piggy.
I had a joke, but I don't think I can top that. So let's move on to the next voicemail.
Hey, Thought Cops, IO Netrunner here, and this week my 2 minutes of hate are the retards on Reddit who say they're using a throwaway account because whoever the post is about uses Reddit as well, and then they describe a very specific situation that anybody reading it would go, I wonder if that's this guy who I'm in that exact situation with. These idiots should have to have their username changed to their exact name and social security number, and also carry a screen around that shows all the dumb shit they post on the internet all the time. Anyway, that's my Black Mirror spec script. Thanks for doing the great show, guys. Bye.
Great voicemails. These are great.
I want to take a moment here to plug. Grant, is there a Thought Cops subreddit?
Yeah.
What's it called?
r/Thought Cops.
Go to subscribe to r/Thought Cops. I'm not a Reddit guy. I don't know how it works, but if you
I don't think we've posted 4 things in it. That's about it.
Well, the listener it shouldn't be up to you and I. It should be up to the sycophantic fans.
True. We got to grow that user base of Redditors.
And I know the Discord is popping 24/7. I want to see that Reddit
365, baby,
going wild. I want to see references to the show.
Oh,
titillating.
Here's what you gotta do. You go, hey r/Thought Cops, throwaway, because my partner might see this. I'm the host of a Chicago-based podcast. me, male 29. Yeah. We do it in a bedroom with a Nord piano right behind us. For sake of anonymity, my co-host, let's call him Brant.
Yeah. And you know what? Just go ahead and post some cock and ball torture in there. We'd love that.
Yeah, I don't
Wouldn't we?
Just
that would be funny if it became the internet's leading cock and ball torture destination.
Oh man, I hope so.
If it becomes trending, I'll be more than happy. Whatever level is above happiness, that'll be me.
Hey, Baka Gaijin cops. You know, I got another fucking complaint about cars and shit. Yeah. When people don't know how to fucking park. Like, right outside my house, there's, like, spots where if someone just pulled up a bit, another car could fit it, but no. These people don't know how to fucking parallel park. They just park like an asshole and leave so much space between the front and the end because they're an asshole and don't know how to fucking park. And I think they should be punished by me slashing their tires, except for one, because I guess, like, if you have, like...
Did this punishment already happen?
If it's just, like, if it's 2 or 3, then, like, insurance won't cover it. So then they're on the hook for all of them. So, yeah, if you don't park right, I'm going to fucking slash 3 of your tires, you fucking bitch.
All right.
No comment.
What's going on here?
Voicemails are fairly insular. Like, it's a very, like, the problem is stated, and it's solved within a neat 50 seconds.
Oh my god! I'm on the foster department, and it's Yoda eating pussy, and Yoda is labeled Yoda eating my pussy, and then the person attached to the pussy is labeled me, and I've never felt more seen.
Seriously, join the Thought Cops Discord is free. The podcast chat is only $5 a month at patreon.com/thoughtcops. But you can post Yoda pussy eating pics for free anytime,
all
any
you
day.
want. Just only in the not safe for human consumption channel.
Yeah.
AKA the foster department.
The foster department, to our dear friend Alan Foster. So before we end here, you can leave your own voicemail at 312-788-7361 or thoughtcopspodcast.com. You can support the show yourself at take 2. You can support the show yourself at patreon.com/thoughtcops. Brett, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for, we love to see you, man. We've been incommunicado for years.
This is great. I love this.
Yeah, this is just, this is networking, baby.
This is real, man. This is real community.
This is how it happens.
This is podcaster solidarity.
This is how the magic happens.
Podcasters unite.
I want to take a moment here. if everybody could please set your Zunes down that you're using to listen to the episode. Put your hands over your hearts, and I want you to say the Pledge of Allegiance for all of our fallen... Say the Pledge of Allegiance for all of our fellow podcasters out there who, for just $5 a month, are grinding every day, every
hustling.
night.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say that hosting a podcast is not a side hustle. It's a regular hustle.
It's a regular hustle, all right? You may have heard me break down a little bit. A tear came to my eye. I'm not too big to admit that I was crying. Go ahead.
Just support your troops.
I pledge allegiance.
Support the first responders.
To the pod. At the United Pods of Stamps.com.
Thanks for listening.
To the cast from Matchbase. For Richard Thing. One Nation. Available on Monday. Invisible. With Libsyn
and Podbean for all.
Podbean for all. A pod.
A pod.
A pod.